Yeah, hey, South Africa, it's a movie, and most people in South Africa are dumb. Most people in South Africa are stupid. Yes, I said it. Me, I'm not your politicians, so I get to say the truth how it is. If you want to unsubscribe, it's fine. Unsubscribe. But the truth will set you free. South African people, majority of them are stupid, and the media knows it. The media knows it. That's why the media doesn't mind throwing propaganda at people, because they know there's people who are dumb, who will believe anything without even fact checking, without even caring if this VBS thing now is a VBS thing against Julius Malema and Floyd Shivambu. Let me tell you something if you didn't know. The VBS case has been going on for more than 5 years. There's already people serving sentences for the VBS case. There's already people currently being sentenced, people currently being charged for this VBS thing. And the FF 5 years plus, there's no court number or court case against them. There's no evidence against them. There's nothing to show that these guys, they are really compromised in this thing. So why should we just believe an affidavit? Affidavit. Do you know people can forge an affidavit? Do you know that there's people who are scammers who can forge an affidavit? And let's say maybe that affidavit was not forged, is a real one. Do you know people can say anything in an affidavit because they want to shift the focus of the masses, because the country is being sold. The country is being sold to the highest bidder. There's still unemployment. There's still poverty. You still don't have a job. You're still poor. And you're placing your focus in the wrong things. In propaganda. Hey, VBS, Julius Malema, Floyd Shivambu must go to jail. You are still unemployed. You're broke. You don't have anything. You don't have a girlfriend. Yes, you're calm, Mzansi. The media knows it. That people who believe anything. How many smear campaigns were done towards the EFF without any court cases against them? But the media will print all negativity as if these guys have committed a crime. So some of us, we are lucky, we are on the other side of understanding that the media is the number one enemy of people who go against the system. Some of us have realized that the media is not to be trusted. Mainstream media usually, and mainstream media journalists, they're not to be trusted, because if the establishment hates someone, they'll do anything to discredit that person. So some of us, we don't believe lies. Some of us, we don't believe the lies they print about Jai Shope. Some of us don't believe the lies they print about Andrew Tate. Some of us don't believe the lies they print about Julius Malema and Floyd Shivambu. Some of us are just privileged, to have passed that stage of being emotionally gullible to believe propaganda. Maybe one day you'll also get to our other side and understand the media is not your number one ally, your number one to go to if you want facts and evidence, or if you want news, because fake news, like Trump will say, fake news. So I have a clip of Mr. Julius Malema debunking this VBS thing. If you want to watch, you'll watch. Thank you very much.
VBS. Malema must speak about VBS. Give me a case number against me on VBS. That is an issue. This is an issue we'll never let go. Where is the case number? Even in the absence of the case number, because of political hatred and political agenda, we must still go after them. Shivambu must account for VBS. Because of VBS, Shivambu's brain, economic brain, has shrunk. He can no longer be a good economic analyst. He can't make a good minister of finance. He went VBS. There are people who are in the dock now. There is a white man, former CEO of VBS, who was arrested and who confessed, now serving time in jail. People are being prosecuted on daily basis, especially in Limpopo. There's former CFO, CEOs and all of that. Not a single law enforcement officer has ever even sent an SMS to ask us about VBS, including those fraud hawks. You know, there are hawks when they hear, hey, there is a case coming against you, then they start saying, no, I'm so and so from the hawks. There is this thing, we can close it, send this much. Not even a fake call. was ever made to us about VBS. But VBS. Because you cannot find anything politically, ideologically, to falter the EFF. That's why Moeletsi Mbeki speaks about the leadership of the EFF, likes nice things. That's why they want houses with swimming pools and all of that. And then you don't ask him if Fidel Castro was a revolutionary. If he says yes, you say, didn't Fidel Castro have a swimming pool? Didn't Fidel Castro have a Rolex watch? The former president of Venezuela, Hugo Chavez, a good dresser of note, a man of style. But if you compare Chavez with Malema, to Malema's haters, Chavez is a revolutionary, but there's nothing that I'm doing different from what Chavez did. Who said Chavez didn't have a pool? And Lenin. What is revolutionary about smoking cigar? Because Fidel Castro used to smoke cigar. But if you were to smoke cigar now, you're going to be taken a picture and be questioned, what is revolutionary about cigar? But Fidel has never been questioned. What is revolutionary about smoking cigar when you are a revolutionary?